Hello and welcome back to Jules Math Tools. In this session, we are going to be calculating the measure of our unknown sides of our triangle when our perimeter is given. And this question involves using expressions and terms. And if you want to see how this is done, let's get started. So we're going to be calculating the measure of our triangle sides when we are already given the perimeter. I remember that with the perimeter, that means that we are adding all of our sides together. And in this case, our question tells us that our perimeter should equal to 26 meters. So now let's begin by collecting our like terms. And we have x's and constants in this question. So I'm going to begin by collecting my x's. So I have x plus x, which is equal to 2x, plus x, which is equal to 3x. And now to add up my constants, I have 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5, and this will be equal to 26. Now we're going to begin grouping across our equal sign because we have 5, which is a constant, and 26. And since my 26 is the larger number, I will move my 5 to my 26 instead. So let's put back our 3x, which will be left after we've moved our 5. And since 5 is being added, that means on the right-hand side of my equation, I will be subtracting this 5. Remember that we always take the opposite sign when we move it over the equal sign. So we have 3x, and 26 minus 5 is equal to 21. And now we're going to move into another one-step method where we are going to be performing division because we have 3 being multiplied to x. I remember that our main goal is to always get our variable on one side of the equation by itself. So in this case, we're going to be dividing by our number, which is multiplied to our variable, which is 3, which is our coefficient. So both sides will be divided by 3. So 3 divides into self ones, 3 divides into 3 ones, which will leave us with x on the left-hand side. And remember that 1x and x is the same thing, so there's no need to write in the 1. You can leave it as just x. Then we will divide 3 into itself once, and 3 will divide into 21 7 times. So for this question, the measure of our unknown side is So for this question, the measure of our variable x is equal to 7 meters. Now let's perform our check. Remember we said that x is equal to 7 meters. So now that means for each side of this equation, I'm now going to find an exact measurement for each side. Remember that for your question, you may not be asked to perform this step, but it's still a good step to practice in case that you do get a question that requires you to do that, and you will also know how to actually check your answer. So I said that x is equal to 7, so that means for this side, my x is equal to 7 meters. At the bottom here, I'm now going to replace my x with 7, which will be added to 3, and this will equal to 10 meters. And for our last step here, again, we will replace x with 7 plus 2, which will equal to 9 meters. So now let's perform our check. Remember, everything is supposed to add up to our 26 meters. So we have 7 plus 9 plus our 10. So 9 plus 7 is equal to 16. We'll put our 6, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And we see that all of our sides do add up to 26 meters, which means that for this question, our x equal to 7m or 7 meters is the correct solution for this equation. So again, make sure that you practice these little steps when you're solving questions like this. You may not be asked to do it, but it's always good to know how to perform that check just in case you do get a question that requires you to do a little bit more working than you're used to. So continue to get some additional practice in, and we'll see you right here in the next video on Jules Math Tools, where we make math easy.